Welcome back to Chicago Cars Direct. Today we're going to take a look at something you don't see every day. This is a BMW Z4 3.0si Coupe. Under the hood of the Z4 3.0 Coupe, you're going to find BMW's familiar 3.0 inline six. Now this is the SI model. SI model gives you variable valve timing on top here, which yields 255 horsepower. This is not a large car by any means, and this is very similar to the M Coupe. Actually, it drives remarkably different. The suspension setup's different, the engine's different, the gearbox is relatively the same, but engines that have two totally different characteristics. Since there's so much low-end torque in this, 80 to 90% of the time you're behind the wheel, it will actually feel faster than an M Coupe. So if you're going to buy an M Coupe and not race it, I don't know if that would be the wisest decision. If you want a car that's a little bit better to drive on the street, this is more enjoyable. Let's take a walk around. You got an 07 model here with 18,000 miles, so very lightly driven, obviously, but I really don't have much in the way of blemishes to point out. The car is a one owner. It's really in factory new condition, but the whole front end you can see is really in spectacular shape. No existing damage, nothing to show you. You do have xenons up front here, and this is Interlagos blue, which tends to be my favorite color on especially sporting BMWs. Got an 18-inch wheel on here. These are Bridgestone run flat Potenzas. And the size on this one up here is a 225 40 R18 5-spoke wheel. That is part of the 3.0si. As you can see, the badge there as well, signaling 3.0si. But check out the lines, very interesting lines on these cars, especially with the Coupe. It's either a love it or hate it relationship with the Coupe too. People that don't like it will never like it. 255 35 R18 back here. Again, excellent condition. Put it on the back, all factory original. Stunning plate frame on there. Read that one up close. Chicago Cars Direct. And then over to the passenger side. What a cool, unique, and fun car, as we'll show you shortly. Got a lot of luggage space in here, especially for two occupants. So you got the cargo cover lifted here, but we can actually pull that off, and you can actually see the right through to the cabin here. But do have a excellent set of floor mats for both the front occupants. But that really is a good size. Got the books here, and then under the floorboard here, got some more action with a battery and a little bit extra storage. Interior is almost brand new. Little tiny little spit of wear just on the bolster here, which I don't even know if it's possible to get away from, but easy step in. You actually do have a nice amount of headroom here. I do have the seat position where I would sit, but dual power seats. You got a power seat from the passenger as well, and then you have a manual tilt and telescope multi-function steering wheel, if I may so add, and then an automatic function over here for the xenons. As you can see from the layout here, they do have the aluminum trim in here, which I think adds to a more sporting environment. But what an awesome layout. The hood is actually relatively high. If you've been in the Z3, very much the same way. It's just you kind of feel like you're in a roadster because you're sitting down low. Right here you're going to find the in-dash CD player. Now this is mated to a set of Carver amplifiers, 10 speakers with 2 subs. Probably one of the better stereos I've heard, and on top of that, you're in a really a small cocoon here, so you don't have too much to, Below there, automatic climate control. Just hit auto and set your temperature and forget it. Below that, you're going to find a couple buttons here. This is DTC, that's dynamic traction control. You've got the button here that will reset your tire pressure monitor. Got a 6-speed manual in this car, and it's a very durable 6-speed manual. Short shift, communicates very well. As you drive it, it's really easy just to blip the throttle to match the revs on a downshift. Now you do have a sport mode here. Once I hit that sport button, it actually amplifies the throttle response of the engine, and also, I guess it amplifies the timing to give it a little bit more kick right off the bat. You'll know because it actually feels a little bit more sensitive. And the whole car just firms up, and I mean, this is a great, great road car. It drifts well. I don't know that through this one, but I have driven one before. But Very predictable handling. I mean, think about where you are sitting in approximation to the rear tires, and then think about what the dynamics would be as you sit in the driver's seat of this thing. Pretty sweet. This is one of those cars that has so much torque, I'm not even going to hit the gas and the car will actually get moving on its own power. And we're actually even on a little bit of an incline up here, but that's it. You don't even hit the gas and the car's got enough torque to pull itself out. But the roll on of the throttle is really smooth, which tells you obviously a very healthy clutch. Shifter's fantastic, just communicates very well. You don't feel like you're going to break it if you shift it quick. Clutch takes up nice and easy. It's hydraulically assisted, so it's really light. And you got electrically variable steering in these cars too, so it's razor sharp. I won't call it Lotus Elise sharp, but this is probably one of the best handling cars you can buy on the road. It's a short wheelbase, nearly 50-50 weight distribution, and the abundance of torque. I know I keep talking about the torque in this engine, but if I had a M Coupe and this sitting next to each other, I would say that most people, I would bet, would be more impressed with this car than the M Coupe just driving it on public roads, even if you were ringing it out a little bit. Now, a racetrack's different because it's set up for that, but it's almost too intense in a way. I do like it, don't get me wrong. I think it's pretty wild to ring out, and I do like driving it, but this engine is way more flexible, and I do think it probably would fit the application for many more people than would normally considered. I mean, it's even got a great sound. Awesome. Alright, we're gonna get out on the highway in the Z4 Coupe. I'll put the sport mode on here just so I can get a little bit more action out of this thing. But just the blip downshift is super smooth, you don't feel anything. But the torque is amazing as we come into our turn here. Man, this thing is just bolted to the ground. Coming up on traffic, but I thought we'd have enough room on. Wow! Oh, we're running out of room, but wow, this thing is an absolute blast to drive. And it's so much smoother than the M. That's the other part. Just comfy right now would be... Instead, this is... It's cool. Alright, just to give you an idea of the power in this bad boy, we're going to give you a little demonstration right here. This thing's no slouch, I'm telling you. It's tough, it doesn't sound like it's this fast, but how fun. It sounds so good. Loves to run. So awesome. The torque in this car is so tremendous. I'm going 30 miles an hour in 6th gear, and there's 40. There's 50. If I was in the M Coupe doing the same thing in 6th gear, you couldn't do it. You really couldn't do it in that car. But this one is just buttery smooth, and it's way more comfortable. The suspension's a lot more subdued. I mean, Dave and I are cruising around. We got dual power leather seats, an awesome stereo. By the way, these Carver amplifiers, this thing literally, I was listening to some more choicey music last night, that more vibrant bass than some others, and it sounds pretty amazing. I did drive this home last night. I sat in it yesterday and just was like, wow. I'll take it for a spin, and I did, and I love it. In my hand here, I got a couple great pieces of information. I got the auto check and Carfax vehicle history report. It's a one-owner car, no flawed history. It doesn't really show much of anything because there really isn't anything to report on there, knowing the car is really pretty new. I also have the window sticker and also the BMW history report. Now, the BMW 4-year 50,000 mile warranty, which includes the maintenance throughout that term, runs through October 31st, 2011. Halloween, that's Scully's favorite day of the year. Yarr. I've also got the window sticker on here. I'll include a picture of it right here. I'm sorry, Montego blue. Did I say Interlagos blue? And
yep.
Montego blue. Wow. Shoot me in the ass. Premium package, sport package, tire pressure monitor, no charge. M Sport front seats, and the destination charge, which was also not an option. All in all, MSRP $47,400. But check out this thing on our website. You're going to see a bunch of great pictures at ChicagoCarsDirect.com. When you're done there, check out our YouTube channel, youtube.com/ChicagoCarsDirect. Thanks for having some fun with us in this stunning Z4. We'll see you next time.